Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Hey, so we are in heating season.
We are.
And with heating season comes a furnace with a flame in it.
Right.
Which creates carbon monoxide.
Right.
I hear carbon monoxide is quite deadly when it gets in my house.
Yes.
How do I know if I have carbon monoxide in my house?
Well, hopefully you have carbon monoxide detectors in your house.
What are those?
So they look like smoke detectors. Typically they're going to be plugged in or battery powered on your ceiling or wall, and they work the same way as smoke detectors. As soon as they detect carbon monoxide, they will start beeping. And it's very important you pay attention to those, because when they start beeping, it means you have carbon monoxide, which can be deadly in some cases.
What does it smell like?
There's no smell.
So I really wouldn't know?
You would not know. There's no smell, there's no visual, there's no sound. You cannot tell you have carbon monoxide in your house or not.
That's scary.
Very scary. But we've got plenty of safeties on the system. You've got carbon monoxide detectors in your house. And if you have a heat and air technician come out to your home annually to check that system out, they're going to check for things that could cause carbon monoxide to be in your house.
So carbon monoxide comes from the flame.
Yes.
What's the barrier that keeps, or what makes that so that the flame can happen without the carbon monoxide in a house?
So we've done a whole video over heat exchangers in the past, and the heat exchanger is what is going to keep that carbon monoxide from getting into the airstream, which gets into your house. So think of a heat exchanger as tubes. They go from the burner and they go zigzagging your system, and then they go to a vent that takes it outside. The reason we have heat exchangers is that flame is going to heat that metal heat exchanger up, and that's what produces heat in your house.
Okay.
Now, when that heat exchanger cracks, that is when carbon monoxide leaks out of the heat exchanger and into your airstream and get in your house. That is very dangerous.
Okay, so that's the problem. I've heard of cracked heat exchangers, and that's the problem.
Yes. Cracked heat exchangers is a major issue. It's not something that you can just go to your system and look at, because it's going to be on the internal part of your system. So most technicians, good technicians, will have multiple different tests. One of the best tests that we do is we use cameras. So think of like a snake camera. We're going to stick it in your system, and we're going to look at every inch of that heat exchanger to make sure there's no cracks, holes, or rust points.
Okay, so as a homeowner, now I'm worried. You could probably scam me with this and tell me I need a heat exchanger or something to sell me some parts.
Yeah.
How do I protect myself against that?
First, hire a technician that you trust. But that's not always easy, right? So you can get second opinions, like we offer a second opinion. So if you have a company that says, hey, you've got a cracked heat exchanger, a bad heat exchanger, you've got carbon monoxide, now you're starting to fearful with the technician in your house, that should be a red flag. Saying, hey, I probably need a second opinion. I need to get someone else out here to look at this. If they cannot physically show you that crack, that's another red flag.
But I thought you said I can't see in there.
You can't see it with your eyes just by looking at it, but technicians got a camera. So if they can't stick that camera in there and show you the crack, then that's another red flag. Don't take their pictures, because anyone can snap a picture of a heat exchanger and I can use that same picture multiple times.
Oh, that's a whole nother scam. So they're showing you old pictures.
They could be, yes. So I would want to see the actual camera go into my system, and there's going to be an LCD screen on it, and I want to see the screen of where the crack is.
And what am I looking for when I look at that? Because I just learned about heat exchangers just now. So
this is where we're gonna have to rely a little bit on that technician, and hopefully he's being honest and he can walk you through that. But cracks on heat exchangers is gonna look like cracks on your car rim or cracks on anything else. You're gonna see a line. It will not be straight. It's gonna be jagged a little bit somewhere on that system, and it's gonna look like a black scratch on your LCD screen of that camera, but it's going to be a crack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they can show me live,
Yeah.
like a black squigglish line,
Yep.
I can assume they're probably telling the truth?
Yes, if they're going to show you live on the screen of that camera, that's a good sign that they're going to be telling you the truth. If they dance around the bush, they don't want to pull the camera out, they don't answer your question directly, that's a big red flag. They say, hey, I took a picture of it, I don't need to show it to you, that's also a big red flag. Now, a picture on the phone doesn't automatically mean a bad technician, because even I personally will take a picture and I'll show it to the homeowner. But when they say, hey, can you show me that on your screen? Absolutely. Let's go out there and take a look at it, is my answer.
Okay. Well, thanks, Chris.
Absolutely.